Hey, we're doing it a little differently today because we are on an emulator this time. As I felt there were some tech issues happening. Oh yeah, I forgot I have the HUD color updated. That is so odd, and also I still fall for the game pointing me right at a door that is not the place where I need to go. Every single time. Hey, nice. First item is missiles. That is good. Or at least interesting, because it opens up potentially a slightly different starting path than just, hey, go to the hive totem. Because sure, I could do that. I just would like to have something a little different, because this is a randomizer. I guess if I really wanted to go all in on that idea, I would probably have to go so far as to change my items that way I start with a missile launcher, I guess. Just to really secure things in that regard. Yeah, it doesn't load that into memory until we're nice and close. Oh. Artifact to start with, that's almost vanilla, really. All right, we got all our hints. So, let's see how bad our targets are for this round. Artifact of Truth and Triclops Pit. That's pretty easy. Tower of Light. That is the place I always call Sun Tower, because I'm a fool. Research Lab Ether. Storage Cavern is the one that's off of Triclops Pit, I believe. Frost Cave. Storage Depot B. Elite Court. Fuck! Glad to see that we get to deal with the king of time wasting there, this run. Great. I'm so happy about that. Open up. Honestly, I don't even need to do any of that. Just force the habit to try to kill those things. Because technically they can be a problem if left alive. Very big technically to that, though. An energy tank. That's useful. It's also nothing special. Heck, come on, Vanilla Morph Ball. Grant me this game. Come on. Ah, fuck. I mean, that'll be useful later, but for the time being, that's not worth anything. Excuse me. Hey! I already forgot that this was an artifact location, mostly because I was so completely rage-blinded by having to fight King Baby again. You know, the best part of the run is having to fight the most tedious garbage boss. I'm so glad. I mean, this one's also a waste of time, but it's like, it only takes like a minute. Meanwhile, that's really not the case with the other one. Easy-ish. Well, actually easy, but very annoying. Energy tank, and there's our ball. Taking my ball and going home. Not literally, but... Now I get to think about how many places I can go. Actually, I'm going to go back there, and I'm going to go get the item on the balcony. I mean, I wish I had jump already, but hey. That's just kind of how these things go. We're going to go get the item at the ship before we do anything else here. Just that way I don't forget about it. It took a minute for some reason. I'm a little bit surprised, actually. Ooh, power bomb. That's fun. As I think about all the, like, not many things I can get with that right now, but it'll be valuable someday, I swear. Unfortunately, that doesn't give me a bomb jump. Much as I would love it to. So, we can't go to Incinerator Drone just yet. You say, unless it does. No. I tried. I didn't think it would, but... I just had to check. Darn, I was really hoping that'd be a real item. And speaking of real items, any of you guys got any power bomb replenishments? Probably not. Brian Sulphur, Mr. Football Randomizer himself. How you doing, champ? I heard you were sick recently, but it seems that you have recovered. Ah, right, it's the scarabs that give me power bombs back. Right. There we go. See, I knew I would remember eventually, and I barely did. First day in 3 weeks, you felt like you. Well, glad to hear you're doing better. Because, yeah, getting sick sucks. Even when it's something minor, there's practically no such thing as minor sick. Like, sure, in the grand scheme of things, but you always feel like not great. And who wants that, right? And a couple of those guys. Oh, yeah, don't shoot that door with the charge beam. I remember when I learned that for some reason that missile shield reflects your charge beam back at you for damage. I was bewildered by that. Absolutely fantastic. Oh. Just slowly getting worn down by that acid. Nice amount of missiles, though. We should have no concerns getting to my target of 200 by the end of the run. I mean, granted, we usually don't, but it's nice to not have to think about, oh, do I have to do any, like, weird side quests to get this? Because really, 200 missiles already kind of feels like it could be a weird side quest in and of itself. Bomb blocked? Yes, it is. Super missile. Excellent. We like that. Oh, did those things get... Yeah, a bunch of them got killed by the power bomb. I didn't know you could kill those with the power bomb. I only knew you could do it with the charge beam. Well, how about that? We learned something new in this run. It's just that it's completely useless information, to be honest with you, but at this point, I think I expect very little less. Oh, I hope that's not recapped. I did just have that thought. Oh, God. No, 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 no. It's not here. There is one place where a bombable object sort of regrows in a way and stops you from going that way. But usually there's something else that blocks you anyway, so... big whoop. Nice, we got our power bomb back. Our one that we're allowed. Because this game entirely fairly does not give you a lot of capacity for those. Ultimately, it's very funny to me that Super Metroid gives you a maximum capacity of 50? Yeah, it's 50. And they're 10 tanks of 5. Power bombs. After having played this game where it's like, oh yeah, you get like 8 max. I think it's 8. I'm going to save because I am starting to butt up against not having the most options. But, like, at what point do you need 50 power bombs, man? Absolutely not. I mean, 8 isn't a ton, but in theory, it makes him feel valuable. Oh, right, the tree. That's right. I can go with the tree because I have super missile. So there's an item there, and that might be progress. Otherwise, my options at this point are pretty much incinerator drone. Flying around looking to steal. Good one. Ah, America. We're a country, all right. I mean, I think calling us a country might be a bit of a stretch on some level, but also it remains one of those technically accurate sort of things, right? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. Yeah, that's what I was looking for, was the bomb. Speaking of bombs, the shitpost of a country, yeah. Oh, Muddly. I mean, Muldy. Although Muddly is a pretty funny nickname for him. Man, I haven't, like, seen that guy almost in a while. I mean, other than the times when he drops into lazy fat guys, but I'm sure he's still busy being, like, Dutch and stuff. And being in a country that is probably less bad than America. Because, I mean, they got, you know, right-wing nutbags in most of Europe. And probably also the Netherlands, specific, you know, among all of the other countries. But I don't think they've elected those yet. So they're a little bit ahead of the curve compared to us. I'll give them the credit. I'll give them credit there. Meanwhile, which one of the Fords is about to cheat their way into power in Canadian land? Because I assume that that's coming up soon. The cheat more than any of the other parts. The cheat! Wait. Anyway. Here, Polavir. Paul Rock. Oh my god. Oh man. That's incredible. And by incredible, I of course do mean that in like the most derogatory way possible, but like it really is like, I swear, libertarians on this particular landmass, or at least this continent, are all just like they're sad losers who are insecure about their masculinity. And I mean, there's a lot of other shared attributes between them too, such as the fact that honestly, I think maybe somebody should check Mr. Polivir's hard drives, but that part of everything is kind of a big thing that ties stuff together. Also, thank you very much for the subscription, Mr. Brian Sulfur. Being perfectly honest, one of the guys who is ultimately responsible for me doing any of this stuff to begin with. Although, you mentioned the thing about Muldy being a VTuber simp. I have been floating that idea around a little bit with it wouldn't be a full-time thing. I'd be like doing it occasionally on stream, I think, but I also think that one of my problems in general is just like there are so many different things that I want to do, and getting a split audience that will actually stick with you, yeah, that's rough. That's rough, buddy. That's some tough shit. That's never gonna work out. So clearly I gotta find a lane and stick to it. But regardless, setting that aside, don't blame me for this. Okay, yeah, you're right. I probably shouldn't. I mean, look at the quote-unquote quality of quote-unquote content I'm putting forward here. But yeah. Oh, indeed, and I tell you what, that there Tecmo Rando Bowl, I haven't been there for everything because I'm going to be quite honest with you. My sleeping patterns got absolutely train wrecked at some point, which I think is kind of a bit of a mashup of, you know, the old poor mental health with the added stresses of living in a collapsing empire that is trying and, you know, failing to... How did I put it? I'll have to go and, like, pull up the review next time I hit an elevator or something. There was a phrase that I said something about, like, capitalism thrashing violently in its death throes or something. About... It was me writing a review on my backlogged page for some mobile game that I was talking shit about. But anyway, it was something like that. But, you know, the point is that, hey, living in a country where our leader is a complete blithering lunatic, and he's got all of his blithering lunatic friends, and it's like you can't tell if these guys are operating under patterns or not because there's ample evidence for this guy being so, like, screamingly moronic that he can't, you know, he can't think his way out of a paper bag. And then there's also ample evidence of the fact that there's a pattern to him protecting his crony, you know, his pedophile cronies who are pushing gambling on children and everyone else. So it's like, man, what do you do at that point? Especially, I think on some level there's also the part where I was definitely a smart kid growing up, air quotes. You know, I went to gifted schools and stuff up through, you know, through high school and everything. And I was always, you know, oh, you're so smart. They all say, I've fallen off real badly in that regard. But I think the idea of, like, having that internalized idea of being able to intellectualize things, and you're just left with something that's like, this is actually kind of a... It's sort of a logic bomb sort of situation. It's like in Portal 2 when GLaDOS gives Wheatley this statement is false. And unfortunately, I'm not really capable of going into the like, no, I think no, or whatever. However he answers it, where he's just too stupid for it. But basically, the TLDR here that I've gotten so far afield from the point to try to describe something that is bizarre. Yeah. It is that, you know, existing in a country that's in this particular state, where we've got a head of the Department of Health that doesn't believe in vaccines, and all this other, I would love to say the phrase happy horse shit because I say that a lot, but like, there's no happiness to be found here. You know, a guy who's like, if this were about 10 years ago, in fact, maybe even less than that, I'd be able to get away with describing him as, you know, having a few extra chromosomes or something. Honestly, I could probably do that nowadays, but the Twitch cops would get mad at me, and to be fair, I shouldn't say shit like that anyway. But the point is that it's just like, it hurts you a little bit and a lot. Oh, and the other part of things is that I've been doing stuff that's been, like, really weird schedule lately anyway, to do stuff with groups of people who are in other parts of the world. Probably because I would like to interact with fewer Americans if I could avoid it. And we get ourselves the Goron tunic. Or, wait, was that the Various suit? Wrong game. Pardon me. Yeah, exactly. That... You get what's going on here. And you also look at some of the other fucking winners we gotta deal with. I guess at least Greg Bavino has been put on a bus to California or something. Greg Bavino, who's like, I think we gotta rename the Napoleon complex, yeah? We can definitely call it a Bavino complex at this point, right? That guy's like 5'4", which I'm not here to roast people for being short. You know, you can be as not tall as whatever. Oh, the lag. That's right. Because I'm on emulator today due to some tech issues. And that does not like loading up that map. So Bavino also, like, I'm pretty sure the dude literally has had a separate squad of goons that he had at ICE that were all shorter than him for the express purpose of whenever he would do his propaganda videos, so he would look tall. And it's really, really sad. I mean, it's kind of hilarious in a certain level, but also just rather pathetic. Oh, and then there's Pete Hegseth, the guy who, you know, should be in jail for reasons other than his politics. Nice, we got the gravity suit. Excellent. Because Pete Hegseth, and I learned this, I think probably like last year, it was on a Behind the Bastards episode, where apparently the dude like threw an axe at a military band or something. I assume he didn't actually hit anybody because he's not in jail, but who knows? Maybe... Legitimately, I don't think you can actually go to jail for crimes anymore unless you lose people money, and sometimes not even then. I need to come back to that location over there, but I can't do that for now. I need Spider Ball and I need Wave Beam. All right. Good luck with your broadcast. I apologize that I'm not going to see it. I'm assuming it's more hockey with Jack and possibly Burgundy on commentary. Love you guys. Tell Burgundy I said hi, I guess, if you want to. If you remember or something, I don't know. Wait, no, that's Jack. Oh, that's mean. I'm sorry, Jack. I shouldn't be making fun of you like this. I'll wait and do that when he's streaming. I think he streams mostly FF6 rando nowadays, which... My God, I haven't played FF6 in like 10 years, so... I can't say much about that. Anyhow, gang, we are going back this way once again to go into the area where this item is that we can pick up with Gravity Suit, because, quite frankly, hey, if the game decided to feed me Goron and Zora Tunic, like, right off the hop, and we've got 4 energy tanks, I can go get that easy. That's nothing. Oh no, we had to go pick up the... Oh god, I don't remember if it's the Marsh badge or the Soul badge that you need in Gen 4 to be... Gen 1. Why did I say Gen 4, you may ask? It's because I was thinking of the 4th badge in Gen 2, which is the one that you need to use Surf in that generation. But in Gen 1, it is either the Marsh badge or the Soul badge, and I cannot recall which one. And part of that is probably because there is a lot of weirdness surrounding that particular area of the badge roll. And just the, that game in general a little bit, that little spot there, that's one of the, I don't want to say only areas of order freedom that you can have there, because that's not really the case. But I think Sabrina and Koga are basically at like the same level. And also they're just sort of like weirdly interchangeable. Plus, there was that issue where I think it was with the anime and possibly even with the games in general, where it's like, okay, Sabrina gives you the Marsh badge and Koga gives you the Soul badge for some reason. Which, like... And yes, I know I missed a couple of the symbols. First one we can get here. The other one is down somewhere that I done fucked up. Hold up. This is kind of embarrassing, actually, to miss these, but it's definitely not the saddest thing that I've ever, like, failed at in one of these. That's for sure. You can tell how much I actually just care about these wasps at all, because they are... I am ignoring them entirely. There is no actual anything that I'm concerned about here. These guys are just kind of sad at this point. Come on, Flogger, finish loading. Damn you. There we go. It's a nice, hefty stomp there. Let me tell you how weird this feels now to play on anything that's not a GameCube controller. And remember that just about for fucking ever, I was playing this on a PS4 controller, because I was doing it on emulator using that at the time, too. Oh, nope. Wrong. All right, and that's first big expert time waster done. I mean, yeah, as I've said before, the other thing is kind of a big time waster, but... Oh, what the hell am I doing? That's not where the item is, you fool. I'm also jumping at it in, like, the shittiest possible way, because... I clearly ain't thinking this through. Okay. Down we go. There's not really much new for me to go and check out at this particular juncture, so... Because, yeah, our current set of items doesn't really add much for us. Although this does let us go to the artifact room, like, right away. And get everything there. I do wish a little bit that I had some more power bomb access, though. And Worm dingled or something. Get ourselves some more missiles. Yeah, I deserve to not get a progress item for that. The phrase worm dingled. Come on, I just gotta do the Sonic Spinball one whenever any strange temptation to refer to any phrase about killing the worms comes up. Use the phrase worm bagged. Oh, Sonic Spinball. That's a game I've never beaten. I'm just not good enough at it. Yep, there's... Well, one of the artifacts, and we already knew about that one. Don't even need X-ray visor for that, see? Yeah, see? Yeah, I knew that one was there. I think I said that earlier that was that room, but good to have confirmation that I'm not completely stupid, just mostly. Anyway, I thought I said I was going to go look something up while I was in the next elevator sequence, but might be a couple of minutes before we get another one of those, so I suppose I lied to you. Not on purpose or anything, it just sort of happened that way. Oh, I thought for a second that it blew up with one charge shot. I wish. Low-key, I think the turrets are actually kind of one of the nastiest enemies in the entire game. Like, sure, these things will probably rip a ton of our HP off if we let them, but those turrets, they knock you around like crazy. It's a bit of an issue. That's fine. I need those eventually, but I think I just was hoping for something a little more interesting. Before we go back that way. Right, there is an item we can pick up here, so at least there's a good reason to do this, other than just, oh, I want some power bombs. I don't think in all of my runs of this has ever been anything vital. I may have been hoping to summon something vital there, but unfortunately, no can do, Slurms. The game ain't listening to me that much. Then again, it would have had to have been during the randomization phase, right? Because that was all done beforehand. Yeah, it's missile packs all the way down for this region. Aside from the couple of artifacts that we got earlier. Which I think are the only artifacts in this location. Let's see. Hour of Light. Let's research that. Place, that place. Boss, and yeah, everything else is in like Phazon Mines, and a couple in Fendrana, and one still in Chozo because we can't actually access that one yet. Nice! We got some more power bombs. Those will be useful eventually. Sorry, I was just deleting some notifications there real quick. Maybe not as quick as I should have done, but hey. Oh, well. I don't think I can double jump up there, unfortunately. Yeah, there's a thing that we can open up with Super Missile, but we need the Spider Ball to be able to pick it up, so... meh. Basically. Hey, there's our Spider Ball. Excellent. Spider Ball, Spider Ball. It's called Spider Ball for some reason. I don't like to think about that. On the other hand, having access to Spider Ball gives us a lot of stuff we can go check. Yo, plasma beam. Let's fucking go. We love that. That gives us access to quite an amount of stuff, actually. No visorless arbor chamber for us because we don't have the grappling hook yet, but hey. That's enough out of you, dude. I'm really only just here to get the item that uses plasma beam, because I'm in a position where I have good cause to think about it. Ah! Shit. I forgot that there was an enemy there. Oh god. Ah! No! Hoisted by my own hubris. Now I have to reclimb this whole stupid room. I can't believe that actually landed. That... See, on some level, the weakness of the plasma beam is supposed to be that it has really bad range compared to other beams. But that... So that's why that's like... You're serious, right? Because apparently... Apparently it's not as low as all that. Alrighty. Let's get this door open. Wavebuster! Yeah! That's actually not the purple gun I need right now, but I am going to need it in the future, so how mad can I actually be, right? And the answer is, ooh boy, if you're thinking that, you don't know me very well. Is there a missile pack? Okay, good. There is still an item in Ice Ruins West. Is going to be the artifact, isn't it? Well, it would be a good idea to grab that now, because we're here. Open up. I was gonna say, if I get tagged by one of those things 'cause I'm sitting there, I'm gonna be real sad. There's our wave beam. Conveniently located. Well, I guess it's back to Chozo Ice Temple real quick. To go fight the Sheegoth, because... be honest with you, I'm sure it will be necessary. Also, I thought for sure that the... or is Ruined Courtyard the name of the... is that the name of the Sheegoth room? Could be. It makes sense, actually, with the rest of the things here. That's right, there's no cutscene for that. Wait, no, hold on. I want to go and take a look at the artifact listing here. Courtyard. Okay, well that was actually the name of it. It's not this room, actually. Then where is it? Is that the access to the pirate base or something? Could be. I forget. I don't remember the actual names of a lot of the rooms in this game, because, to be honest with you, it doesn't really come up as much as all that. I remember a few very specific ones that are of a certain level of importance to this. Like, I remember that King Baby is in the elite quarters. Hey, come here, you big lunk. Eat up. Ooh. Just an energy tank. That's still useful. It just didn't get me any further along my journey here. Just looking for a fast path to Pirate Base here. This will actually be the first time in a while that I will be fighting Metroids without Ice Beam. So that's interesting, I think. I don't like those guys very much. So I just had to give them a little bit of the business. It's completely unnecessary in the greater scheme, but oh well. Come on. That room's a little bit slow, I guess. Slow to load. Oh, yeah, I wanted to check. Yeah, okay. This is the room where the artifact will be, then. And then practically everything else is around back, so I need Ice Beam for it. Oh yeah, it really doesn't like me trying to double jump when I fall off of things as opposed to... Anyway, I guess I'll just do this the slow way, because it's easier. And for some reason, that's 2 cutscenes I gotta skip at the same time. Which is funny. Ish. And there we go. I think we're at like 6 now. Oh no, 5, pardon me. I didn't mean to overrepresent it. Alright, let's do this. Let's rumble. Whoa, hey. Where is that thing? Right, I thought that was closer earlier, but I had the wrong location for it in my brain. Like I was saying earlier, I'm not necessarily as smart as I think I am. Or was led to believe I was, for that matter. Yeah, it's probably a good thing to come through this forwards because that can break. And by break, I mean you can be in a position where the thing doesn't actually start opened. I was looking to see if there was an like one of those tanks had an item in it. And by the tanks, I mean the metal ones, not the other ones. But no, it's upstairs from here. Should be able to tell that from the map if I was smart and remember that that was a thing. I love that like wailing guitar solo in that little bit. Just real good. Good piece of music. That's just an energy tank. That's okay. Oops. I love that very gentle, like, bassy bounce sound that those things start making. I kind of wish that more parts of the room would start making noises as you progress through here. And it just became this interesting, like, rhythmic thing. But that's pretty cool anyway, just by itself. Right, projector on. Let's go ahead and get ourselves climbing. Back. Kind of useful, but not what I was hoping for. Things. Unfortunately, I can't multitask quite as well without my emulation, my projector set up here, because that's really upsetting with the capture card. I wonder what the deal is. And it almost makes me want to see if I can set up the things for the pass-through for it for the future. But then I would need something that I could use with that has composite in. And unfortunately, I gave that small TV I had back to my dad, so that way he could use it as a monitor. Because at the time, I didn't need it. And it looked kind of not great. I should have kept it. For very specifically reasons like this. Get ourselves up here. because you gotta actually scan this in order to start the fight here. Right, we gotta jump up here on foot first, right? And yeah, there's our artifact. Gotta remember to get the other item here. But it's just a tank. Alright. Shame, no ice beam. I was really hoping to get that. But oh well. Yeah, for some reason that one scan point is not colored correctly on the randomizer. The game just sort of pings it as being a non-essential scan for some reason. I do not know why. Is it tied to what type of item it is, or is willing to tell me it is? Because... yeah, there we go. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, good. A well-timed charged plasma beam can actually one-shot a Metroid, so that's good. That helps me out. I did not realize that, actually. Because I usually just use the old, the thing that works. The ice beam and missile combo. Excellent. I'm gonna have to... think about what I can do right now. I can go fight Thardus. I can't go to the wrecked ship. I can't cross the lava pit in Chozo. But there's a couple of items I can get there. There's stuff I can get in the rest of Magmore. Yeah, so I think I'm going to go back. And... let's go see what we can get here. The first thing I know I can get is my windows in the correct order, but second of all, there's an item outside of wrecked ship. Oh boy. It's quite possibly the least useful item in the entire game. Hell yeah. That's very helpful, and by that I mean... We can go to Tower of Light, and we can do that, because we've definitely got enough missiles. Speaking of missiles, we are halfway to our missile target, so... hooray for that, I suppose. Nice. By that I mean, honestly, it could probably have been better, but hey. Whatever. Excuse me. Yeah, really tedious room, but we had to do it. I guess this really is just a seed full of horrible time-wasting activities, isn't it? Now that I think about it, because we also have to fight King Baby, and that's a boss that takes like a million years. For basically no good reason. But hey, there's our artifact. Just a couple of more rooms before we start actually doing stuff again, everybody. I would have been more upset if that guy had blocked the shot than anything else. A lot of these fucking bees in here. Eesh. Get out of here. Nice big room clearing. Whoa! I got a little too close to that Oculus, I guess. Yes, this Palmer Lucky device is giving me some trouble. Imagine actually being named Palmer Lucky. I mean, you'd have to grow up to be an evil bastard at that point, wouldn't you? Where are these guys? In fact, where are the ones that I've dealt damage to? Also, how did I miss a stationary target like that when I was locked onto it? Really? Really? This is the most evasive they've been in this room in a while. I probably should just move over to doing actual super missiles, but it feels wasteful, you know? Yeah, especially when things like that happen where they're so far away. Yeah, see, I guess I just damaged all of them in a fairly even-handed way, I guess. Ah, well. That's still useful. Just not as much as I'd like it to be. Yeah, see, this is what I was thinking of before. And there's our grapple beam. So it looks like we will be completing basically every part of Chozo Ruins that doesn't need Ice Beam here. So all right, we got more missiles. Yay. Lots of missiles. Lots and lots of missiles. Which are useful, it's just that I really need that ice beam. Why were you locked over there at the one that was dying? The zombie ghost who was already leaving this place? Even if this was his house? Nice. I think this is our only way back out. That's fine. For some reason, I thought there was another way we could go, but I was wrong. Fucking hell. 4 in a row. I mean, again, it's useful to have those, but I got other stuff that I need right now. Significantly more than I need more missiles. We got the, yeah, we got the item in the lower furnace here, so now we get to go to the upper furnace. Place we could have been earlier, but it didn't really make a whole lot of sense to. I just had to guess there. I legitimately could not see a shadow for that. It's always hard, but that felt like a special level of rough. I think the emulator is not particularly a fan of rendering that correctly, I guess. Yeesh. It's getting rough. I think at least there's a section that we can go save over there, so... At least when I inevitably go into Ice Beam Room and get fucking soft locked for my trouble, I should be able to quick load. Take a quick peek at this. Oh, I can't see where the... Okay, yeah, the save point should be on safe ground then. Unfortunately, I can't see that item, so that's kind of a waste of time, effort, resources, and possibly something else. But yeah, we're going to go over here and we're going to save as soon as it feels like loading. And this will enable us to go over here and go get soft locked real quick. Because I know that's what's going to happen, but I at least want to be sure. Yeah, I told you. I told you we were going to get soft locked. Where's my reset? Now, I should be able to go this way and go get the item that you get from that one path that's, like, right out in front of the wrecked ship. Where that one artifact was, I think, last week, and I was like, what the hell is that room name? Oh, it has to be that one, right? That might have been the week before. Oh. Oh, this side is the... Yeah. Okay, so it does need the ice beam. Fuck. Or... irritating. Wow. How irritating. I don't like that. Well, we are still stuck in a position called I need my fucking ice beam. Oh, good lord. What can I do right now that doesn't require ice beam? Well, I can go to Arbor Chamber. And there's 2 items that way. Plus, that's in the direction of Magmore, so... I really don't like doing this without visor, but... I mean, it's 2 items there. It's doable. It's probably out of logic, but I'm going for it anyway. Fuck my life. Where's the... This is not ready, right? Oh yeah, I guess we didn't fall that far. Well, that's quite unfortunate. And that also makes our vision worse to try and do it that way. That's a shame, but I think to be expected a little bit, actually. It does still just kind of suck. Fuck. Speaking of things that suck, that jump. At least on my part. Structurally, that's just kind of, you know, whatever. That's just how it goes. Try this again. Oh, that was the... Was that the side edge of it? I think it was. It's always really stupid of me to do this, but... I just feel like eventually it's going to pay dividends in some level, because it feels like this is the sort of thing I would end up with being my actual check, even though, again, I think it's out of logic. Oh, god damn it. Seriously? That was really embarrassing. Fuck. That time I jumped even further. Good job, me. No, I wasn't far enough over that. Oh. I think I'm psyched out now because I keep overshooting that one jump. Positioning on that thing is really awful, isn't it? Yeah, see, and there you have no reference point except for the location of the chunk. That's better. How much range do I have for my run up? That's better. See, we finally got there, but honestly, that was so much time that I wasted on that. But at least we did get the Phazon suit, and that does actually kind of rule. That is a very good bit of quality of life. Not requirement, but nice quality of life. Unfortunately, I am still going to require X-ray visor in order to complete this seed. So truly, there might not have been much reason for me to have even bothered to do that. Excuse me. That guy went squish. Thanks. Oh, camera's having a bad time with that. There's our ice beam. Thank fucking goodness we finally got it. Okay, now get right back to ignoring the hell out of Thardus. That's not a real boss. You made that up. Yeah, that's fine. Wait, I think Elite... Hold up. I'm having a bit of a moment here of like, wait, am I sure that that's the right place? I hope it's not, but I still have to go through most of Phazon Mines anyway, so... Okay, we dropped down too far. I think. Check here. Fendron Drift's Frost Cave. Storage Depot B. Elite Quarters, which, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one that I'm thinking of. It's not like Elite Research or something. Elite Research, I believe, is elsewhere. Oh, I thought for sure I had to be up here. Why not? Well, that's dumb of me. Actually remember how to do this even? Having a bit of a brain not working moment here. So we're at the start of the room. Over to the save point. Start of the room again. Just bumped into that. I was gonna say, there is one more of these. Where is it? That's the one that we need. That should allow us to get this, which is the artifact. And the last one for this location. And now there's like 4 in Phazon Mines because... fuck my entire life, right? Well, let's go pick up a couple items real quick. Yeah, I figured that'd be another missile pack. This way. And we get the flamethrower. That's actually less valuable than a missile pack. Although, shockingly, I haven't gotten either of the completely dead drops at this point yet. The way this game likes to behave, I really would have expected to get those much sooner, but hey. Better believe I'm not complaining. Oh, some lag. Calm down, computer. There's no reason for that behavior. And there's nothing, number one. It would be very funny if the other one was right over here, too. Nope, it's an energy tank. Okay, we are in the correct place. And there is currently nothing left in this entire area except for Thardus' item. Whether I go for that depends very heavily on how much I feel like wasting that much time. But for all I know, it won't be a waste of time. It could actually be quite important to do. I just kind of don't feel like it, though, so... off we go. And for now, it's off to Phazon Mines to go and try to get... well, I guess hope that we find X-ray scope in the first half of the area. Because otherwise things are going to kind of suck. I guess we can also just go out to the back of the shipwreck, too, and pick up a couple of things there, because there's some stuff we can get in back of shipwreck area, so... All right, we're 5 away from the target number of missiles, which basically should be enough to get Meta Ridley no matter what with just the Wave Buster. Wow. I'm doing that a lot today. Of just barely not overjumping and then turning a little too late and falling off the edge for it. Oh. Go the other way. That's better. Oh yeah, this guy wakes up on that side, right. I really do need to use the super missile here, huh? Or maybe we were actually making some progress, we just weren't seeing hit flashes. Which is pretty weird. Yes! Good, we got X-ray. Now, there's still some stuff in this side of the map for us to pick up, I believe, so... at least artifact-wise. Right, Storage Depot B, I believe, is on that side of the map. We know that that's the shit zone. Central Dynamo, I believe, as well, is there, and... Wait, no, Central Dynamo is where the power bomb usually is, and Security Access A, maybe? I forget. But regardless, let's go and pick our stuff up on this side anyway. We may as well. Oh yeah, I love when that happens. That's very, very odd, really. Okay, so where is the drop? Okay, we've got these guys to fight in this area. Wow, good job holding that lock, Samus. Or, more to the point, good job holding that lock, Super Missile. Because that's the thing that's at fault here. How dare you, game. Oh wait, no, I know how. Never mind. Up we go. Up we go. Oh, right. This is Storage Depot B. Right, Storage Depot B is the place where you get the grapple beam. I forgot that already, clearly. Oh, I'm not interested in fighting your ass. Absolutely not, dude. And he did not even seem to notice me, so that's great. Makes my life significantly easier. I'd say like you couldn't believe, but I'm sure you very well could, actually. So never mind. Alright, we're out here in the middle of this thing. Oh yeah, it's gonna tell me it needs power. Which is fair. I think. But it's quite odd because we're approaching it from the back. So how often would you think about that, right? And in a normal playthrough, you certainly would not. Yeah, see, I remembered you this time. Is it upstairs from here? There we go. I was going to say, somehow that seems incorrect, but never mind. It's item access open. Let's go get that thing. Oh god, we are out of power bombs. That's not great. So this being a power bomb X-Pack would be real nice. Unfortunately, no such luck. Resupply, please. Okay, I'm gonna have to loop through there again, I guess, at some point. Unless I luck into another power bomb like right over here. Which no can do, slurms. Oh well. Damn, I didn't realize how many effing power bombs I've used recently then. Eesh. Yeah, hell with it. Instead of blind firing at those, just... Oh yeah, I think there's a... Is there a turret here still? For these dudes? I think there is. Yes, there we go. We got another power bomb, so I can go backwards and not think about that for a second. Oh, I have to actually clear this room out. Never mind. That's something that I very rarely have to think about, actually. So... Door's unlocked. Yeah, sure, give me the energy, I guess. I would rather that were a different yellow orb, but we've been over that before already. Ooh, I did not remember that this was this room. So yeah, good thing we came back. Good thing we got that power bomb. And we are able to go deal with that one door. Okay, good. These guys suck because there's no real way to, like, deal with them fast. I was hoping to stay above one energy tank lost. Just because then, I don't know, it felt like maybe there'd be a better chance of getting what I need here, but probably not. Well, that one gave me some health, I guess. Just because I keep expecting the orange ball. Okay. Okay. Another missile pack, which is fine. I just think I actually kind of wanted the power bomb pack at this particular moment, because I can't trust this game to actually get me any of those at this point, apparently. There's one, I think. Which is good, because I think I actually need it for this next. Open up, please. Yeah. Deal with things here. Yeah, this is elite research, not elite quarters. Which is what I thought, but just to, you know, have that on the table. Okay, I think the plasma beam does actually do damage to these guys. It's just that you really can't see the hit flash for some reason. Oh. And say, let's approach one of these guys quickly before we get pinched. Because there are two of them. Right? Yeah. Started, like, waiting for me behind that monitor. Alright. Let's do that. And gets the item out for us. Pierce through the wall to open up the door. Our missile pack. And we really only need one more of those in order to complete the seed, but I'm sure that we'll get more, because again, I know how my luck is. Okay. Sorry about that. Nope. Oh no, it's Shadow Power, it's not. I don't want to be in Scan Visor, that's not helpful right now. I think I might not have to deal with the Ice Troopers in this room because I booked it backwards earlier. Sure don't. And I don't have a power bomb to do this room with. Okay, that's great. I'm so happy about this. The sheer dearth of power bomb drops I've been getting sucks ass, dude. Just to a really upsetting extent. Okay, there's one. I know for a fact that I need more than that in order to finish this off. But for the time being, I guess I can go and get that item out of ventilation shaft. And hope that it's something good, I guess. Maybe it'll be another power bomb. It would be a good place for it. No, just an energy tank, which is what it is in vanilla, so that's funny, I think. Okay, yeah, that seems a bit more like we're seeing some actual hit flashes there. But yeah, see? It actually does take damage from that. Right, go into X-ray visor mode. Yeah, that thing is a little tougher than the average security drone. For some reason. I see one of the flickering gates and I just immediately think that's got to be the way to go, right? Surely. As ever, remember that these are semi-randomly generated. There's the Artifact of Spirit, and we are stuck with no way to go forward right now because we don't have any power bombs. Yep. I'm going to save, actually. Now let's see if that lets us get this room reset. This should spawn in ice troopers, I think. Or perhaps we would have to actually reset the console. Console, air quotes. To get those, at least in a fast manner. Unfortunately, I don't know if they can actually drop power bombs, because it doesn't seem like it. Fuck. Fortunate. Almost there. I guess one thing we can do is we can return to the ship and we can go get the other items that we need. By need, I mean that are in Chozo, because honestly, we literally have no needs at this point. We just want one more missile pack, and that'll probably come up on its own. All I need to get is the last artifact. I mean, there aren't even that many more items for me to pick up. So I got all visors, I got all beams, got all suits. I think there's like 3 power bomb packs left. Because, yeah, we've gotten like shockingly few actually. And we're going for the crates because there we go. There's 1. I think I'd like to have a couple more before I move forward, but 1 will do for now. As I don't think we need a whole lot more to actually make progress. Probably not, anyway. That looks like the only place where the ice spreader might actually come in handy in this run. All right. Now we get the laugh about this happening again. We got 1 power bomb, so let's try to just not bother going for the item here, I guess, unless we're able to pick up multiple power bomb drops, which we almost assuredly won't. And I see we've still only got just the 1. This item's free, and it's our much-needed last missile expansion, so that is excellent. Well, again, probably last that we need. Unfortunately, Hunter Metroids are not really easily taken out with the method that I prefer to, so they're, well, prefer may even be a bit of a stretch, but that I've found works as well as all that. They do, however, like to give power bomb drops, which is excellent because that means that we can go pick up a couple more items along the way to fight the giant baby. Which I don't really need them, but hey, take them anyway. At this point, it's not like I can beat this in 3 hours. Not that baby. Although, yes, we are dealing with yet another big, important baby for some reason in a Metroid game. Why does this keep happening to us? Oh, right. It crashed into something and exploded. That's amazing. Hell yeah, I don't need those, but I'll take them anyway, because why not? Hey, he died of burn. Excellent. Oh yeah, this guy's here. For some reason, he's an electric type here for some reason. That and energy tank is quite a useful thing to get in this case. Because we could always use more max health when we're going up against King Baby, because that fight is tedious and gross and awful, and I would hate to lose it. Same thing with Meta Ridley, but I at least know offhand, like, how much shit that takes. Meanwhile, this jackass that we're about to go deal with, you better believe I can't remember a damn thing about that. Oh, no, you're a wave trooper, but I was gonna say, I don't care about you, but this guy's really guarding his goal like some sports joke, I don't know. So I'm gonna have to, see, I was gonna say something about, like, I'm gonna have to punt, but what would that actually entail in this case? And the joke was going to be referring to how much of that was involved with the most recent Super Bowl. Because, yeah, there was a rather over-the-top amount of that. There's supposedly there's a team called the Buffalo Bills. I don't know, like, I said something to somebody once about how there should be a team called the Buffalo Bills. And he was like, Delia, you know there is already a team called the Buffalo Bills, right? And I just sort of went, oh. The Buffalo Bill Clintons. Wait. I appreciate the fact that there's just this level of, like, Bills-related rage for some reason. Oh, he's back to... He came back to life. Fuck. Even worse, these guys don't actually care about power bombs. And of course, because the big boss is here, doing this thing, he's redirecting my shots away from his cronies, which is the most he's ever done for them, because I'm pretty sure he just killed them. Boss Baby. I mean, I've been calling him King Baby, but you're right, Boss Baby is significantly funnier. I'll have to try to remember that. I think I just call him King Baby because it's just like, it seems like a phrase that's like, that's something you would really call somebody that would piss you off. Meanwhile, Boss Baby is a meme for other reasons. And this guy really sucks. I mean, he's not a hard fight exactly, especially considering we are well stocked with stuff, but he's so mind-numbingly tedious. Yes, I think we've both known a couple of King babies in our time. King's baby, there we go. Got to remember how to say it correctly. It's like King's Richard. There he is. Get out of here. And there's our last artifact. Fuck you very much for making me do that, game. I hate that fight. I love spending like 5 minutes doing nothing. What, you don't like King's baby? It's okay, I don't like King's baby either. It's okay, I'm pretty sure that the King's baby got arrested recently. Like, surely that's the son of King Charles, right? He's the prince. Unfortunately, he didn't get arrested for, as far as I can tell, he wasn't arrested for what, as they would call it in England, being a nonce, but rather because of some financial fuckery that he was involved in with, like, it is still Epstein related, at least. I don't know that that's something that I should be, like, having any sort of committal statement there other than it is still Epstein related, but because apparently he was telling shit to that guy that was like sensitive financial information related to the crown. So, in the not literally just the piece of fancy headwear sense. But as always, it just kind of comes down to like the only way that you can actually get arrested for doing like horrible stuff is that you've got to fuck with the money, and that's the only way you can actually get in trouble in this world. And I hate it. Okay, so here we are up against our robot dragon that we have for some reason in this game. This is just, I was gonna say, there's gotta be some sort of, like, steel dragon or something in Pokemon, right? And there's a couple of them, but none of them have wings, shockingly. I guess because they're like, oh, well, we can't have 3 types on a Pokemon. That would be a little over the top. But this is the true Mega Skarmory, I guess. It's like somebody tells you, oh yeah, Legends ZA has Mega Skarmory. Expectation, this. Reality, it's just a Skarmory with fucking caution stripes on it, basically. Not literally, but it's basically just, hey, here's a big metal bird, but it's yellow this time. It's really quite a mediocre Mega. Anyway, we managed to vaporize that guy in, like... Well, we got 69 missiles left, nice. Out of 210 is... bump that to 70 real quick for ease purposes here. 141. That was shockingly fast. Speaking of shockingly fast because of the electrocution. Anyway, yep, there we go. Seed defeated. And only a little bit over my goal time of 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 3 hours. The 10 minutes is how much we went over that. Rough estimate. But also the in-game clock is going to show a lower time than I actually spent here. Especially because we had a reset this time. Did we miss any, like, major items? I don't think we did. Yeah, we got all this shit. Yeah, and that's just artifacts, which we had to get all of, obviously. Anyway. Hooray, we did it. And for those of you who are bored of this game and randomizers of it, well, there's only going to be one more this month, and then we're switching to a different rando next month for some other game. I don't know what yet. Percentage complete, 85%. Hey, the emulator tells me the correct percentage, but apparently not the Wii. Total time, 2 hours, 52, apparently. Well, that's not quite accurate, but whatever. We done it.